Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Thank you for coming back in today to go over these results. I know that we went over your social phobia inventory last time, and so I want to kind of delve into the results, but I also want to know how you felt about taking the exam.
It was interesting having to score how I felt or how often it happens in certain situations. It felt weird knowing that certain things happen less likely and a lot of things happen more likely, and I just feel like it was weird having to process everything, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You say it's weird, so is that something that you hadn't thought of before?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the inventory bring up any categories of things that you wouldn't have considered made you nervous or known about yourself?
Not that I can think of. I guess that at that moment, just thinking about what I've gone through or some of the experience I've been through, it brought up some memories or just remembering some things.
Okay. So that awareness, we can definitely use that in here to kind of get to the root of what's causing this anxiety for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you ready to go over the results then?
Yes.
Great. So I want to start with your top 3 scores. And these are things that you said were extremely likely to cause you anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one was avoiding doing things or talking to people for fear of embarrassment. So would you like to elaborate on that? Is that detrimental to your day?
It just depends on what I would bring up, I guess. If I feel like if I would say something wrong or it'd be weird how it comes out, I really try to avoid saying it, I guess. So not really detrimental, but it can get in the way of me expressing certain things, I guess.
So this is a feeling that you have. It doesn't stop you from actually coming forward with your thoughts?
Right.
Okay. And then the second thing was talking to strangers scares me. It's extremely likely to scare you.
Yes.
That can be interpreted as different things, but does that stop you in your day-to-day?
Um, Maybe not really thought about it, but if if I know that talking to this person is something good that could happen, I guess. Or if they're with a friend that I know, then I'll feel more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. So that's definitely something to know about yourself, that those situations make you nervous. And then trembling or shaking in front of strangers is distressing to me. You said very likely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about that sensation causes the anxiety?
I guess that people see me be scared or nervous. It just doesn't make me feel comfortable doing it in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's why.
So it's them perceiving you as nervous.
Yeah.
That makes you feel nervous.
Right.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about, these are things that a lot of people experience, and these are reasons to be naturally reserved. But you said extremely likely. And I would like to discuss how your identity as a black woman might affect your feelings in these situations.
I think probably I feel certain people have expectations of black women, and I don't usually meet that expectation, and so I usually get comments about how I am or the way I act, and I guess that's what makes me nervous with certain things.
So it definitely has a role.
Yes.
You feel like you have an expectation to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And that, would you say, changes your behavior?
Yeah.
And it makes you more nervous also.
Yeah.
Okay. So taking all of that into consideration, we can definitely work on a lot of that here. And we'll talk about more about how you are expecting other people to expect you to act.
Okay.
Great. So a lot of what we talked about today was that it's how other people are perceiving you that's making you nervous. So that's something that we'll delve into more in our next session. And I want to thank you for sharing all of that with me. It really gives me insight as to what we can work on. And I also want to commend you for still moving through your life and being an outgoing person despite all of this internalized anxiety that you're feeling.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I'll see you next time.
Okay, thank you.